if you take into account everything I've told you in the last God knows how long, will be pointless unless you do this. YouTube is not easy. Anybody who sits down and tells you YouTube is easy is lying to you. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I went from 0 to 850,000 views in just over 12 months. I'm going to give you guys some advice that all new YouTubers or small YouTube channels should probably know if you're about to start out or you have literally just started out. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Steph and I'm an automotive lifestyle vlogger. If you're new to the channel and you like cars and you like lifestyle kind of videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you are one of my existing subscribers, welcome back to something slightly different. Obviously the car's in the background, but the video content itself is slightly different. And you're wondering why I'm wearing a suit. It's because I'm in business. Not really, it's because I've just got home from work and the light is dropping and I really wanted to make this video. Now normally for most of my viewers, we're very much used to seeing a load of cinematic stuff, drone shots, loads of different camera angles, but for this video, I just want to talk to you. So there'll be no gimmicks, it's just going to be me talking directly to the camera lens about what I've learned. And the first one of those things I want to touch on is, how should you treat your YouTube channel? And I think actually the way you should treat your YouTube channel, you should treat it like a business. Particularly if you're serious. And that's one of the questions you really need to decide, and that's something you need to ask yourself. How serious are you about YouTube? Is it something that you just want to post a few videos every so often to show your friends and family and not really be consistent with it all? Or are you looking to actually make it on YouTube and make something like YouTube a career of yours? And that's a big question you need to ask yourself, because particularly like myself, if you work full time, YouTube requires a hell of a lot of time. And you need to ask yourself and make sure that you're able to offer YouTube and video creating in general the time it deserves to help you be successful. But I talk about making YouTube a business. So what does that mean? If you look at YouTube itself, your own YouTube channel, as a shop on a high street, there are hundreds of different shops there. And how do you stand out from the rest and make people click on your videos and make people engage with your content? YouTube channel art, YouTube thumbnails, and YouTube titles are the only way that people can understand what is going on within your video. So YouTube titles are important and YouTube thumbnails are even more important. Because if you think about 100 videos and all of them have crappy thumbnails and one thumbnail really stands out, you tell me which one you're going to click. Something that I've learned now to spend a lot more effort on my thumbnails, because I never really used to when I first started out. So a top tip for new YouTubers and smaller YouTubers is really spend the time making your thumbnail engageable and making your thumbnail clickbaitable to an extent. You know, clickbait's here to stay. So provide people with a need or a want to click that title. Time is the biggest sacrifice anybody can give up in this day and age. Time is so important. You spend the time making your videos, but also your audience spend their own hard-earned time. You know, we only have a short amount of time on this planet, and your audience spend time watching your videos. So make sure you engage with them. They spend time commenting, they spend time watching. Make sure to show your audience the love they deserve, because without your audience, you're nothing. You can make all the videos in the world, but if no one's going to watch them, what's the point? Set yourself up for success. And when I mean that, I mean set yourself achievable, tangible targets. Hitting 100 subscribers is a big deal. It is a really big deal. That's 100 people. If you've pictured 100 people all standing in front of you, that's 100 people who have subscribed to you. They're subscribing to you because they like what you produce, they're engaged with your content, and they want to see more of you. That is massive. Don't underestimate the power of the subscriber number. It's not just a number. They are individual people who are all subscribing for what you're delivering. The other real big one for me, and I think some people let themselves down, particularly some of the newer YouTubers, particularly if you're deciding to go out and film out in public. If you're not ever going to do it, then don't set yourself up, you know, don't set a channel which is going to result in you having to go out in public. You know, if you want to stay in the comfort of your own room, then set up a channel that's going to keep you there. If you're going to do stuff like I am, where you're going to go out and about, engage, bring people along on the journey, be out in public, talk to people, then you need to learn to get comfortable with the camera very early on. The best way to do it is just to walk into whatever situation you're in and boss it. Show people you're confident. Look at the lens. If you focus on the lens, everything else around you becomes white noise, because the audience are what's important, not Joe Bloggs over there who's looking at you thinking, what is he doing holding that camera to his face? Your audience are what's most important. One of the most important, if not the most important part of all of this is to enjoy making videos. Have fun making videos. Wake up in the morning and say, do you know what? I really want to make a video on this, and go out and do it. Don't sit down and wake up and go, oh, I've got to make a video. Oh, I can't be bothered. oh, it's just a waste of time, no one's going to watch it. Enjoy it. Do it for you and the audience will come. If you enjoy it and people see you're enjoying it, there's more of a chance that they're actually going to connect with you and experience what you are experiencing. I love to share what I do. I love to share the meets I go to. And I'm fortunate enough that my audience also love watching the stuff I do. And I'm so grateful the fact that you guys tune in every Wednesday and Saturday to watch my videos. Film what you want, but don't forget the niche you're in. I was very fortunate enough to find the niche. At the time, there was nobody really doing a bath vlogging. As you can see, the little car there is my a bath. And I brought everybody along on a journey with me, showing how I modified the car, what I wanted to do to it, the turbo conversion, effectively modifying the car and making it unique. And no one was really doing that. And that was my entrance into YouTube, effectively. Now, I'm in a position where I've built up a bit of channel authority, I've built up a bit of, an audience, and people know more about me, which allows me to explore further in different niches. But don't forget the niche you're in. A good example is this specific video. This specific video, whilst it's pretty much completely a bath unrelatable, my niche is still sitting there. So remember, cross-pollinate your niches and figure out a way to incorporate them into other niches, but find something to start with. That's how you build your audience. YouTube is about opportunity and networking. Use YouTube to meet people. That's one of the fundamental, brilliant things about YouTube is I have met some absolutely incredible people. As a direct result of YouTube, I've been fortunate enough to sell or influence sales of that specific car. People have watched my videos, they've liked my content, and as a direct result, they've made the decision to go out and buy one of these bad boys. With a direct link to that, I have been able to keep the proof of people buying the Abarth 500, and I've been able to leverage that into putting myself in a position where I'm actually able to now approach some brands and say, this is what I'm doing for you. Is there anything that you can do back for me? And I've been fortunate enough to have been loaned an Abarth 124 Spider by Abarth, and there's some really exciting stuff coming for February, which I can't wait to show you. But again, use YouTube to network, meet great people, and discover awesome opportunities. YouTube is not easy. Anybody who sits down and tells you YouTube is easy is lying to you. Particularly nowadays where there are so many new channels cropping up, there is so much competition out there, you need to be able to stand out from the rest. Planning is key. Even this video now, I've planned it, there are topical points that I want to talk about to make sure that I'm providing you guys with the information that I want to share with you, as opposed to just waffling off the bat. If you take into account everything I've told you in the last God knows how long, will be pointless unless you do this. Video SEO. Video SEO is by far one of the most important things you'll ever need to learn on YouTube. Take the time to learn video SEO. SEO, search engine optimization. You can have the best YouTube video in the world, guys, the best. But if no one's gonna watch your video because they can't find it, what's the point? Search engine optimization is so important. Think about tags for your videos. Example, Abarth, a lot more searches than Abarth with Lamborghini brakes. I will be able to dominate the search term Abarth with Lamborghini brakes because there's none. That's the only one. There's only one Abarth with Lamborghini brakes. But the point I'm trying to get at, guys, is do your research. Make sure you know what it is people are searching for. That way you can create content for the audience that are trying to find that content. My final tip for anybody starting out YouTube is just go out and do it. The worst thing that can happen is people won't watch your videos or they won't like them. Stay true to yourself, enjoy what you're doing. Learn from others. Learning from others is key. Watch other YouTubers, watch what they're doing, learn from it and put your own spin on it. That's the way you grow, that's the way you develop, it's the way you become better at anything. If you do anything for a certain period of time, you're gonna get good at it. If I look back at my first video, it all started off with a GoPro Hero 4. That was my only bit of camera gear, and I was terrible. And I like to think that over the last 12 months, I've improved my video production. I've tried to improve what I deliver to you guys. I try to make sure there's always a story behind a video, and I try to make sure that I make it as engaging as possible for you guys watching it. You've invested your time in me, and as a result of that, I want to make sure that what you're watching provides you value or entertainment. I want you to take those 7 or 8 minutes of your day, whether you've had a stressful day or you're having a bad time and you just want to disconnect from the world, plug yourself in and watch my videos and either have a laugh or learn something new. With that said and done, my name has been Steph. You guys have been awesome. Hit subscribe below, make me happy. And of course, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.